A Republican primary debate was held this week.
And Sunset Heights is getting a new left turn lane.
All this and more
on Breeze TV.
Live from the Allison B. Parker Studio in the School of Media Arts and Design at James Madison University, this is Breeze TV.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Breeze TV. I'm Anna Saunders.
And I'm Sydney Jacksheimer. Thanks for joining us.
Yesterday, Attorney General Bill Barr released a redacted report of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into President Trump. The report showed that the Trump campaign showed interest in the emails meant to hurt Hillary Clinton's campaign, but found no evidence of a committed crime. The report is unclear if Trump obstructed justice. It cites Trump firing Comey as a means of curtailing the investigation. Despite Trump claiming victory, Democrats still want answers and want Mueller to testify publicly.
The special counsel made clear that he did not exonerate the president, and the responsibility now falls to Congress to hold the president accountable for his actions.
The JMU Center for Civic Engagement, JMU College Republicans, and Rockingham Republican Party organized a debate on Tuesday night in Madison Union for Republican candidates for Virginia's 25th district to share their stances on current issues. Reporter Grace James is in the studio to tell us more about the candidates.
Tuesday night's debate between Republican House of Delegates candidates Richard Fox, Marshall Patty, and Chris Runyon gave potential voters the opportunity to hear the candidates' stances on current issues affecting the Commonwealth. Gun rights, abortion, and Medicaid expansion, one topic seemed to have more popularity than the rest.
All the candidates claim to live on farms, and I was expecting the agriculture topic to have a lot more discussion around it, and really education was just going on and on, and it was awesome to see that especially at JMU.
Education is such a broad topic. We didn't even get a chance to ask our follow-up questions. They just jumped right in, talked about technical schools, talked about funding, talked about how to prevent debt.
Regardless of political stance, JMU students were encouraged to attend programs like the debate to stay informed and up-to-date on current matters.
I think it's just important generally to be involved in the political process, whether or not you're a Republican or a Democrat. It's a great opportunity. Events like tonight are a great opportunity to come out, learn more about different political perspectives, political positions, and solidify your own beliefs or change your mind on some issues. Take advantage of opportunities like this.
The Republican Firehouse primary election takes place on April 27th. The winner of that election will take on Democratic nominee Jenny Kitchen in the November election.
How often do you clean out your medicine cabinet? Well, if you haven't recently, today is the day. Our senior reporter Caitlin Mehrman joins us live at the Health Center to talk about why you should check those dates. Caitlin?
Sydney, do you see that date? Yep, it's expired, but you know what? Today's the day where you get to get rid of it all, because today is National Clean Out Your Medicine Cabinet Day, and that's why I'm joined here with Ron French, the pharmacist here at the Health Center. Ron, thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for being here to publicize this important event.
Yeah, and so, today's the day where you get rid of it all. What's so important about doing this?
Well, this is a great opportunity to get rid of the old medications that have been in your cabinet, in your refrigerator, in all kinds of places in your house, and when it's time to take it, you notice this expired a long time ago. Is it still good? Will it hurt me? Well, here's your opportunity to clear it. Now, fortunately, here in this county, we have more than one day a year to do it. The sheriff of Rockingham County has got a box in his office down on South Liberty where you can take medication 24/7, anytime. They will collect the medications, they will properly dispose of it the way the DEA says to do it, and then it's out of your house and cleared away.
Wow, and so are there any medications that last longer than others?
Oh, definitely so. Some of the medications we get here in the pharmacy will have 5, 6, 7 years dates on them. Others will have 6 months to a year or so. But all the medications have an expiration date on them. But remember, that date is just the point in time where the manufacturer guarantees 100% efficiency. So if your medication is a little bit over that time, it's not bad yet, with a few exceptions. Some thyroid medications, nitroglycerin, insulin, and injectables, and the liquid antibiotics that they mix for children, they will lose their potency, and I would not go past the expiration date with them.
And if you were to consume a medication that were expired, are there any risks that are associated with that?
Not really. The main problem, if you're having a headache or a problem and you really want to be 100% sure and 100% with the potency, don't trust it if it's expired. But if you're going to settle for 90%, it's good for a long time.
Well, thank you so much, Ron.
Well, thank you.
I know what I'm doing tonight, and I hope you guys are doing it too, cleaning out those medicine cabinets. For now, live for the last time for Breeze TV, I'm Caitlin Merriman.
Wow, Caitlin, that was great. I think I'm gonna have to go home and check my own medicine cabinet. Coming up, a favorite at D Hall starts a GoFundMe for medical bills.
And we get a taste of this friendly neighborhood restaurant.
All this and more on Breeze TV.
This is Breeze TV.
A beloved smiling face at D Hall, Kathy Landis, recently suffered a stroke. Now members of the JMU community are rallying to give her support.
Just want to say hi to all my football players and my Dukes.
Kathy Landis, better known as Miss Kathy or Mama K, has worked with JMU Dining Services for over 37 years.
I would be back there behind the counter working, and they'd walk up and say, "Good morning, Miss Kathy." It's like, "Good morning. How are you?" "I'm fine. How are you?" "I'm fine." And that's what's kept me here so long.
She became a familiar face on campus, serving food at the dining halls and making JMU a home away from home.
Parents remember their kids telling them about her even if they never met her, and now they're saying, "Thank you for taking care of my Duke."
Kathy recently suffered from a stroke and is now in an assisted living home.
Kathy's life hasn't necessarily been the easiest, but I look back and I think of some of the tough times that she's overcome in her life and how she has maintained what we said, that purity and that joy and that sense of gratitude that's unbelievable.
Despite her hardships, Kathy's personality lights up the room.
She's, we kept telling her before she came here that she'll be the darling of this place, within an hour.
Kathy has worked hard to care for others throughout her life. At JMU, she built a special connection with the football team and would bake them good luck treats before games.
I made 9 cakes for 9 players, and they were all different. They weren't all the same. And I took them and hand-delivered them to them. And here's your cake. "Miss Kat, what'd you do? I made you a cake. I told you not to." But I've already done it. Here's your cake.
Kathy's been provided 6 months of disability through JMU. Once that ends, she will lose employer-sponsored health insurance, and she is not of Medicare age. To assist with the costs, her family created a GoFundMe.
She's given so much of herself to the JMU community, and we thought that maybe the JMU community would like to give something back to her.
The GoFundMe has already raised over $10,000, but what means the most to Kathy are the comments that came with it.
Miss Kathy is the GOAT. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
What?
It's my sign, my zodiac sign.
Well, actually it stands for GOAT, greatest of all time. You know what? That's what we think about you. You are the GOAT.
Thank you.
Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Peyton Kennedy.
The Harrisonburg City Council met April 9th to approve the budget for a traffic calming program for the Sunset Heights neighborhood. A left turn lane will be added to the intersection of South High Street and West Market Street. The decision came about after City Council received complaints about speeding and congestion in the area. The goal of the program is to reduce the amount of speeding, passing stop school buses, and traffic congestion. In addition to the left turn lane, a digital speed radar sign will be added to Maryland Avenue to encourage drivers to slow down, and stop bars will be painted on the road to make intersections more visible. Officials say the improvements will reduce the time drivers are stuck at the South High West Market intersection and should help decrease the amount of drivers cutting through residential streets at high rates of speed. Phase 2 and 3 of the plan involve implementing restricted parking on neighboring streets, adding speed bumps, making intersection improvements, and potentially adding a small roundabout at Dogwood Drive and Maryland Avenue. Future public meetings will be held regarding the roundabout. The Phase 1 changes will be made later this spring.
2019 spring commencement is coming up in just a few weeks. The speaker for this year's commencement ceremony is Jennifer Morgan, a graduate of JMU's class of 1993. Morgan has been named one of Fortune magazine's most powerful women in business and is one of the most powerful women in the world in technology. She became the first American woman ever appointed to the SAP Executive Board when she was named President of the Americas and Asia in 2017. She now serves on the Board of Advisors for JMU's College of Business. Morgan will be speaking to the graduating class on May 3rd in Bridgeforth Stadium.
The Little Girl Collective in downtown Harrisonburg is a restaurant with joint ownership. Not only does this set it apart from other work environments, but their go-with-the-flow mentality does as well. Reporter Shayna Kelly dove into this friendly atmosphere and explored the way the collective runs.
Favorite part of working at Little Girl?
We attract some odd ducks.
I do this all the time. Seriously, yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, how often do coworkers have a group chat where they goof off and send each other memes?
Everybody here is completely bonkers, but in the best way possible.
But if you want in on the Little Girl Collective and this friendship, you gotta pay the initial price.
We start everyone who starts here in the dish room because it's kind of grueling and it's a good way of figuring out like who's going to stick around and who actually cares and who's just going to be like, and I'm out.
Some of those odd ducks managed to work their way up from dishwashers to owners. With 7 owners, yes, I said 7 owners, Little Girl is run as a cooperative.
You're just taking in the opinions of all of your workers when it comes to decision making.
Each owner handles different parts of the business to put their skills to use. Ritter, for one, is thankful she doesn't have to go near anything on the monetary side.
Because I know nothing about it.
While it's definitely fun and games, it's also a healthy work environment.
Here, I'm not the only person who gives a damn, which is nice. In a lot of other places I worked, it often felt like I was the only one who really cared enough. Here, I know that there's at least, the very least, 6 other people who care enough, as much as I do, if not more.
Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Shayna Kelly.
You know, the Little Girl Collective is such a cool place and great food.
Yeah, good stuff. And speaking of good stuff, we got Dalen at the desk to tell us what happened this week in sports. What's up, Dalen?
Well, today, Anna, Sydney, we will look at results from JMU softball and baseball's games this week and highlight JMU student-athlete success in the classroom. You don't want to miss out, so stay tuned for the Breeze TV Sports Wrap.
This is Breeze TV.
Hello and welcome to the Breeze TV Sports Wrap. I'm Dalen Burgess. On Wednesday, JMU softball welcomed Duke in a non-conference softball doubleheader at Veterans Memorial Park. The Dukes entered their matchup with the Blue Devils on a 3-game winning streak. Let's take you to the highlights from both games. In Game 1, the Blue Devils scored 1 run in the top of the frame, but the Dukes jumped out to an early 5-1 lead and never looked back. Junior Odyssey Alexander won the circle in the opener as she improved to 14-1 on the season. Alexander threw 4 2/3 innings while picking up 4 strikeouts before sophomore Peyton Baresh came in for relief. Sophomore Hannah Files singled and was brought home on a 2-run home run from Megan Good. Junior Kirsten Roadcap doubled to left center, scoring another run before Madison Najokis hit a RBI single to left. The Dukes cushioned the lead with 6 more runs to win the opener 11-3 in 6 innings. In Game 2, the Blue Devils jumped off to a 3-0 lead on a 3-run homer in the first inning, but the Dukes made it a 3-3 game in the second with a double from Sarah Jubas and singles from Kirsten Roadcap and Hannah File. JMU junior Odyssey Alexander had a big night from the plate as she went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs in the nightcap. Alexander homered and later drove in the winning run to lead number 20 James Madison to a 6-5 win over Duke. JMU raised its record to 33-7 overall, while Duke dropped to 23-25. Now on to baseball. Last night, the Dukes of JMU took on St. Bonaventure in a non-conference matchup at Veterans Memorial Park. Last year, these two teams played and the Bonnies blanked the Dukes for a 1-0 win. Let's see how the Dukes did this time around. JMU jumped out to a lead in the third when Kyle Novak singled through the right side. The RBI scored opened up what was a 4-run inning for the Dukes. Brady Harju added to the scoring in the third, reaching on a fielder's choice to score a run. Then Harry Brown added some extra cushion to the Dukes' lead as he drilled his 3rd home run of the season with a shot to left center to extend the Dukes to a lead that was 4-0. The Bonnies added a run in the 7th inning, but it wasn't enough as JMU beat St. Bonaventure 5-1. The Dukes and the Bonnies will meet again tonight at Veterans Memorial Park to conclude the 2-game series. First pitch is set for 6 p.m. The first round of the NBA playoffs are underway, and so far, the games have been nothing short of spectacular. On Tuesday, the Rockets hosted the Jazz in Game 2 of the first round, and from the jump, it was all Houston as the Rockets mute the Jazz 118-98. James Harden filled the stat sheet as he recorded a triple-double. Harden finished the game with 32 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists. The Rockets led the series 2-0, and Game 3 is slated for tomorrow at 10:30. This week, Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson signed a new contract with the Seahawks. Russell Wilson had previously set an April 15th deadline to sign a contract extension with the team, and both sides managed to agree on a deal. A lucrative deal Wilson got was worth $140 million over 4 seasons with a $65 million signing bonus. Wilson also receives a league record $107 million in total guarantees. At the press conference, Wilson expressed his thoughts on why he wanted to stay in Seattle. And the Breeze TV Sports Wrap will conclude with academic recognition for JMU student athletes. Fall 2018 saw James Madison Athletics succeed both on and off the field with 92 student athletes earning either President's or Dean's List honors during the semester. In total, 26 student athletes were named to the President's List, including 15 who recorded a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Those who received the honors of President's List achieved a grade point average of 3.9 or higher with a course load of at least 12 credit hours. Awardees of Dean's List achieved a grade point average between 3.5 and 3.8999 with a course load of at least 12 credit hours. Way to go, Dukes, and good luck to the spring teams this season. Anna and Sydney, back to you.
Thanks, Dalen. Up next on Breeze TV, T-Pain came to JMU for the spring concert.
And we delve into the Duke Dog spirit.
All this and more coming up.
Breeze TV.
Everybody's hands went up as T-Pain shook the Convocation Center stage this past Tuesday night. JMU's University Program Board put on the concert as part of the 200+ events provided to the students throughout the year. The organization spends all school year preparing for the event and making sure students get what they ask for.
Is like a culmination of all of us together at the end of the year. So it's just great to see all of our work throughout the year kind of like at this last moment all together and how much work and effort we put in.
The night started with opener and DJ duo Two Friends, who performed a series of pop songs with an EDM twist. Students cheered as T-Pain took the stage, performing hits such as Cyclone, Get Your Roll On, and Bartender. UPB closes out one of its last and most anticipated events of the year on a high note.
Applications to be the new Duke Dog are currently live. Reporter Peyton Kennedy is in the studio with a day in the life of Duke Dog.
You know his fuzzy face, his royal crown, and his fun personality. It's JMU's mascot, Duke Dog. I spent a morning with Duke Dog and witnessed his energy brighten everyone's day.
All right, get in there, Duke Dog. Okay.
The Duke Dog has a spirit that's full of fun and love. His days are packed with all things JMU, and he attends a variety of university events along with a cheerleader escort.
Ultimately, we're Duke Dog's best friend, and we're just trying to help things go smoothly.
From football games to community service, Duke Dog keeps up the pep.
Yeah, you got to match his energy if you're going to be on the line of duty with him.
The name Duke was given after JMU's president, Samuel Page Duke, and in 1972, the Bulldog was chosen as the mascot to match.
Brings pride to the school, brings a face to the pride, and I think it's important for a school to have spirit.
Well, this is our last show of the year, which means it's the last show for all of the seniors here right now.
Yes, we would like to thank you for watching all year, and be sure to check back in the fall with our new team.
And I think I can speak for all of us here when I say it's been an absolute pleasure serving the JMU community and covering you all these past 2 years.
Yes, and from all of us seniors, signing off for the last time, this is Breeze TV.
Go Duke!
Are we gonna wave? Oh my God.